your latest news update from Western Mass News.
Good Tuesday evening, everyone. I'm Chris Pisano with a look at your headlines. Toy maker Lego announces it's moving its head office to Boston. The company's president said the plan is to move its current office from Enfield, Connecticut. It's expected to begin in mid-2025 and be completed by the end of 2026. Employees who currently work in Enfield will have positions in the new office, and Lego says they will receive assistance if they want to make the move. For those who choose not to, Lego says they will receive financial and job placement assistance outside the company. Efforts are underway in Springfield to request funding to battle the opioid epidemic in the city. The city is set to receive $7.2 million in state funding by way of installments through 2038. But now a new administration is in charge. Springfield leaders saying it's time to receive their first payment. Mayor Sarno and other officials are now asking Governor Maura Healey to file the necessary legislation to get the funding out to communities. Up in Franklin County, power outages remain a problem after yesterday's winter weather took down trees. Hundreds of people are still without electricity in the area. While driving through Shutesbury and Wendell, our Western Mass News crews saw snow plows and National Grid crews working to clean up the snow. National Grid tells us they are on track to have power restored to most of their customers by tonight.
I'm First Alert meteorologist Don Maher. No weather-related concerns as we head through the evening. We'll see partly cloudy skies, temperatures falling through the 30s and into the 20s, and it is going to be a cold night tonight, as overnight lows will dip down into the upper teens and lower 20s. With clouds increasing, it is a mostly cloudy start as we get going tomorrow morning. It is a dry start, but that's not going to last as our next winter storm approaches, and we'll see snow developing late morning, early afternoon. The snow will come down steady at times. In fact, I do expect tomorrow evening's commute to be a slower one with moderate to perhaps even heavy snow falling throughout portions of western Mass. A couple of inches of accumulation likely before we see a transition over to a wintry mix and then over to rain from south to north. This should start to wind on down as we head on into Thursday morning, but it is going to be a bit blustery around here both Wednesday and Thursday. Dry Friday and Saturday, then perhaps another little wintry mix coming our way as we head towards the end of the weekend.
Stay with Western Mass News on air, online, and on our app throughout the day for breaking news, weather, and exclusive content.